There we go. Setting up shop here. Oh gosh, I need to, what am I doing here? I need to post links, that's it. Alrighty-dighty-dighty-do. Okay, bear witness. Yes, welcome, welcome. I'm slowly getting things set up. I just need to post things everywhere. That is correct. I need to make one more advertisement post. That was the wrong post. Dear God, there we go. I need to copy that. Paste. Add an image for the funny. Post. There we go. We have advertised upon the usual services. We'll go ahead and start booting her up here. God, it feels like forever since I last streamed when it's only been like a week. But even a week feels like way too long, you know? Like I need to do it so much more often. Hello everyone who has already hopped in. I'm booting up Rogue Trader now. This is not my first soiree into the game. I'm already, like, the furthest I'm in is Act 3 with my main character. But for stream, I'm going to start brand new, and that way y'all can enjoy the game from, like, beginning to end. I'm also probably not going to narrate and read aloud every single line, because there's a lot of paragraphs in this game. I'm talking, like, this game's a little bit of a novel. There's a lot of stuff. Turn off that filthy medieval music. It is not befitting of a rogue trader. Here we go. Rogue trader. There we are. God, I believe I have advertised everywhere. Throw a post about. Post on the Blue Sky, post on the Twitter. That should be the advertising I need for now. Yes. And yes, be ready to type away or make comment for those who want to add on to how we would be creating our character. And again, yeah, I've already gotten to like Act 3 in my own time, but for you guys, I'm going to go ahead and just start fresh. That way you can see how the game starts. And also see how the character creation is, because character creation in this game is really interesting. I can probably read this bit at the very least. I won't be reading everything, because if I read everything, I would not have a throat by tomorrow. There would be nothing connecting my head to my chest. It would just be gone. Take up the mantle of a rogue trader. the scion of an ancient dynasty of daring privateers that reign over their trade protectorate and explore the fringes of the known galaxy. Darkness looms over the bloodline of von Valancius as it faces multiple threats from within its own ranks and without, as countless enemies seek to destroy the most daring and brave agents of humanity. It is up to you to hold the reins of this shattered protectorate and forge a new path for the von Valancius dynasty, currently finding itself in a vortex of wars, intrigues, calamities, and heresy. The stakes are high, and rise even higher as you cross paths with terrifyingly powerful and ambitious adversaries in the darkness of the Coronis expanse. Oh boy. We're also just going to play on normal. I'm not going to do some big crazy run thing. We're just going to play on normal here. Because normal... I've had a couple times where even normal has like been a bit... not rough. Once you get your build going, it's a little bit like Pathfinder. I mean, it's the same company, Alcat. If you know how to build and you get your build going, then you survive pretty well for the most part. And we are going to do a custom character. We ain't going to do any of these pre-mades. Now, I guess the first question for all of y'all, are we going to go ahead and do like a normal run, or am I going to use a custom portrait? Done by the ever wonderful Pixelflare. Highly recommend commissioning them sometime. They do wonderful art, as you see here. Yeah, I can probably, like, I already technically am using this for my personal campaign, but I could always use it again for another campaign, because, you know, you can reuse the character easy enough. Or, do we want to do... What is this? Why am I getting post? What y'all thinking? Any portraits speaking to mind? Or do we want to do Alex? That's right, y'all are included from step 1. There's a couple pretty good ones here, honestly. I do actually enjoy several of these. I really enjoy the variety. A lot of good character options here. That one's really great. I think if anything, I like his background more than the character art itself. It's one of the only backgrounds that really has like some serious stuff going on. A lot of the others are this one too, actually. This one's background's pretty cool too. Man, oh man. The toughest choice is picking a character. We'll be here for a couple hours, I'm sure. We'll go ahead and... Nah, we'll do... We're gonna do this... You know what? We're gonna do this dude. Oh, Jesus, that... I don't think that's the default hairstyle. We need to fix that. We need to fix it. You got an evil second adventure with your movie making sweet boy. I don't think that exists in the 41st millennium. I don't think that you could do that. Versus being a rude, spoiled brat. I was actually kind of thinking of playing the noble up, and doing a noble run, because I have not played like a full-on just officer telling everyone what to do. So that could be kind of a fun run. And so we could do like the staple, like the art piece, because fun fact, if you look at the art for the cover, it is this dude. So we could do that. He looks pretty cool too, honestly. Just excessive hair. Yeah, we could just go full like rogue trader noble, who's like, yes, this is what I was born for. This is what I've always expected, and then gets thrown through the absolute ringer of bullshit. Let's see. Let's go for noble. Let's do a nobleman. I won't. I think the only like downside to playing like the more noble like officer role is I'm not gonna have much of the cool gear for myself. Most of my stuff is going to be like buffing everyone else and telling everyone else to do good, which isn't bad. It's actually a really, really effective role in this game. We just won't be doing any of the cool big slaps ourselves. It'll mostly be everyone else. But I'm already playing like 2 different warriors in my own like single player runs, and so something like this just to be different could be fun. And we can always do just the hilarious like Abelard, whack his pee-pee. Too baby-faced. Yeah, there. Oh my gosh. Game, please. Okay, we'll just stick with 9. That body's good. Let's go with that one, I guess. I'll admit, the character model doesn't really matter because we're always going to see it from like a huge top-down perspective. Fun fact, I could actually go with that hairstyle. Well, I could just make a... Oh, who is it? Oh god, what's his name? I always forget. No, it's not it. I know they have it. I know they have it. I know they have it. I thought they had it. Did they not have it? Oh, where is it? I thought they had like the half dome thing, so you could just play like, I think its name's like Mort or Mort from Fifth Element. I could in theory do it with this. I just need to do a different hairstyle. Or like, more or less this hairstyle, right? No, that's just too much hair on that side. Yeah, this will be our best bet. Oh god, I gotta look up a picture of Mort real quick. Hold on a second. Fifth Element Mort. Oh, was it not Mort? What was his name? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, this dude. Here we go. I will put the picture up here real quick and save image. Here we go. Just do downloads and then we just pop that sucker open here. This would be browser. No, when I'm showing a panel I've got open. This would be display capture. No, dear God, no. That's not right. I'm learning. Is it this? Please just tell me it's this. Okay, here we go. There we go. We're going to make this fellow. We're going to do what we can to try and make this fellow right here. Let's see if we can generally match him. This beautiful, beautiful man. I already... Actually, no, you know what? This dome pretty much will do it. He doesn't have the mustache, though. Oh, good. Yes, you're right. We're going to make him. We're going to make the best businessman in the future. Oh, I wish I had, like, the whole skit memorized. It's so good. Alright. He has, like, virtually no eyebrows. So, can I... Okay, that's as far as I can zoom in. The hair color is black. It is jet black. What's the blackest I can get it? Okay, that's probably the blackest I'm gonna get it, I assume. It's got like very, no, not that thin. What do I got here? What I got here? No, his eyebrows. We are being the snob trader of illegal goods. You are correct, sir. Whether or not we are dogmatic about it, that begs the question. Alright, though he virtually has no eyebrows. For his facial hair, it is literally just the funniest little tuft on his bottom lip. Can I even match? Oh, jeez, that was awful. That's close. No, 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 definitely not. No, oh god, no. That could look good, but no. Also, now I realize that's the black hairstyle. That, unfortunately, would probably be the closest we're going to. Yeah, that kind of would, wouldn't it? Because the rest of these don't quite have that going on. I could do that, but I mean, this is technically, I guess, more accurate. Well, not really. Alright, chat. Here comes the first big decision, chat. Are we going to do this gangly little thing coming off of our lower lip? Or are we going to do like the trim goatee thing, just because then there's a bit more structure to the face? So we're not too snob. We're like 85% snob. I'm kind of thinking I like this look. This look right here. So unless there's any objections, I think is what we're gonna go with. It kind of works. I think it works. I think it works. You know, it's close enough. I'm pretty happy with it. I like this look here. I do too. I do too. I think this is a great man who's going to make a great difference in the galaxy. I don't know if it's a good difference, but he's going to make a difference. He probably... No, this is Mord we're talking about. He wouldn't have any tattoos. No, he would. I think he might. It's an appropriate look to go for a snoob. I think, you know what? I think this businessman of ours be one of those where he has, like, the Aquila and Chaos, because that way, like, depending on who he's dealing with at the time, he could just roll up the right sleeve and just be like, yes, I'm one of you. And then, like, forgets the right sleeve. Just like, this one, there we go. I'll make the Aquila, like... Oh, what's a good color for? Actually, that looks pretty good. No, right, for fitting. For Chaos, that would be more like an arcane blue like that. Yeah, there we go. A bit too stylish for somebody who needs piercings or pretty tats. Do we have piercings in this game? I don't think we do. We have. I think the closest we have for like piercings is augmentations. What can we do? We could give him. Oh no, that would go back to that. We need to go to the other augmentation pages. No. No, definitely not. Yeah, maybe. I could just stamp the Aquila on his forehead. Just, yes, you're approved. Slap. There you are. Congratulations, you're a rogue trader. We've slapped it on your forehead. That kind of just bumps up against the dome. I don't like that. That could be good. I also like the golden nose plate. More frou-frou clothing. The clothing will come in a bit. Don't worry. The clothing will come. At the moment, we're just figuring out like cosmetics and style. We'll go with. I could do that. Yeah, don't worry, Kiki. Once we like pick his origin, then he'll get his outfit, and yeah, he'll be like perfect snob. I know there's a mod that lets you like pick different outfits, but I don't want to mod this too much quite yet, considering the game itself is like a little broken, just a smidge. I kind of want to go with the golden nose plate. It does not match. Well, it doesn't match well, kind of match the character. If this is supposed to be like a merchant snob, then I think it's kind of fitting. Kind of funny at the very least. Yeah, let's go for it. Why not? Okay, I can remove the picture now. Don't worry, everyone. This image will be removed from your eyes. You need not see it anymore. Remove. There you go. You can now focus on the video game. His nose broken for being honest. Exactly, precisely. This man would probably be...
We need fit for the Fon Phalancius Annals. I'll see you terminated! A new challenge for me.
No.
We have purified the battlefield of the enemy's taint. Engage the engines. The best defense is a good offense.
What curiosity unveils itself before me? Applaud my brilliance. Curiosity sings in my veins. Behold the wrath of madness.
Behold the wrath of madness.
Watch this spectacle unfold.
Okay, I think we have to go with this voice. I think this is the voice we gotta go with, guys. I think it's bad.
The destination is known.
The destination is known. Yeah. This still won't get our outfit. But if we're doing a noble businessman, then he's more than likely from an imperial world. Or now I can have fellowship, but I can just give him like +10 fellowship. Forged purpose. Business. Christmas. Business. Better to die for the Empire. Oh man, actually no. Imperial world and the noble, and I just go a full human party, and I like refuse to accept any Xenos in my party. That seems very hilariously fitting. Maybe we'll see what I play about. But I think all allies excluding Xenos in the current party game plus 5 the same characteristics as is chosen for humanity's finest. I always love that. It's always so fun to me. If no other character in the party has the same archetype as his character, the first use of any ability from the archetype in combat costs -1 less AP less. That's so specific. But if you build your team right, then you can do it. Imperial world characters gain +10% crit hit chance, 10% armor against Xenos spawn creatures. Allies gain half the bonus of no heresy. However, Imperial world characters Lore, Xenos, and Lore Warp are always 0. Nope, I ain't gonna know shit. Thankfully, these are talents that like are optional. We don't have to take these. The big thing we're going for is Humanity's Finest, which is just gonna give us a free +10 bonus. It's very much like the human in Pathfinder is kind of like unfortunately the best meta because you get a free feat. I could also totally show you all that in the Pathfinder another time. But yeah, if we're gonna build him more buffing and supporting everyone, then we probably strengthen numbers. High roll characters gain +1 for 3 or more creatures, allies, or enemies in a 3-cell radius. Nah, we'll go with Imperial World, and we're going to up Fellowship. Because I believe that once we get to our archetype, we'll see that like I think one of the classes is like Fellowship. Now, of course, we were a noble. There we go. Look at him. Look at this foppish bastard. Truly a man of money. Red coat, purple, green, blue. Oh, that looks kind of good though. Oh, but that does too. There we go. You serve me. The noble assigns one ally who will become their servant to the end of combat. Anytime the noble's abilities affect the servant gains +5 to all characteristics. To the start of the noble's next turn, anytime the servant attacks a target the noble dealt damage to last turn, the servant gains... Shit, chain's gonna start. So, yeah, because what I can do... Yeah, straight up, just like, Abelard, him, I want you to whack him. Destroy him for me, thank you. Yeah, this way. You do something. If a noble uses an ability on their servant, the servant gains +1 AP next turn. The servant kills the target until changeless to the noble gains 1 AP. +2 movement points every turn. These are good, these are good. Persuasion, commerce, coercion. We'll do persuasion. But my darkest hour was a carouse, probably carouse. You were kidnapped for ransom. Your captors mistreated you up until the moment you were released. I'm not a tough creature. I'm quite the weak little baby man. All right, here we go. Here's where classes come into play. Sue, I believe. Nope, wrong buttons. I need to click this button. There we go. What's it? There we go. Okay. Officers use their willpower and fellowship. Okay, so this is my 2 main cats, and then bring it down. This is the bread and butter of officer. Bring it down, because you literally just point at someone and go, "You get another turn in combat," which is super good, because you combine that with the noble, and you're like, you serve me, do your thing, and every time you target them with abilities, they get like bonus AP, bonus movement, all these shenanigans. So it's a really, really good way to just absolutely buff the crap out of someone. And then, yes, core focus, extra turns, single target buffs, rescuing allies, momentum, all that good stuff. Do I not pick anything yet? Oh, no, of course not. Level 1. What am I thinking? So we were going to go... Officer. For those curious, Officer is your, like... Yeah, your buff support class. Operative is, like, your... Intelligence perception. Operative's weird, because you can kind of build them however you want. Because they'll eventually evolve into like either some kind of like master assassin or like bounty hunter, gunsman, or whatever you want really. I think my favorite classes are probably soldier and warrior because they're incredibly straightforward. Are you gun boy or sword boy? Do you want to melee or shoot? And then do you want to do with this certain thing better in certain ways? For this character, we're going to go officer. It said that the main things for this fellow, for officer, is willpower and fellowship. So we're going to bump willpower up to just 40. We'll go ahead and bump that up. And then, you know what? He's probably going to be a pistol boy, or a gun boy, because like, why on earth would he go into melee? He's a scrawny little businessman. He tells everyone else to go into melee. So I think we're going to bump up ballistics and probably perception. It reduces enemy dodge chance against character's attacks. Yeah, only business, no combat. If he dies, he dies. We'll bump it for 1. Okay. That's a pretty good spread. I think I'm pretty good, happy with that. Yeah, 40, 40, 35, 40, 45. That's not bad. That's pretty solid. And as per usual, I only ever have one ship option. Everyone else seems to act like there's more ship options, but I never have any other options. We're going to name this ship. We're going to name it... Chat, what are we going to name the ship? That's right, it's your call. You have to tell me what we're naming the ship. Because clearly... you are all servants aboard the ship. And if you're all servants aboard the ship, then, you know, you gotta be able to say the name with pride. You have to think of a serious name. If you can't think of a serious name, I'll be incredibly disappointed in you, but I understand entirely because it's going to be funny. I don't think we can name. I don't think we can name the boat that. What if we just? I think okay. Well, we could call it the Imperialis Indominus. Yes, perfect. The Imperialis Indominus. Yes, good. I like that. Gwump. Okay, wait. Hold on a second. Imperialis Guambo. Imperialis Indominus Guambo. That is it. That's the name. We're going with the Imperialis Indominus Guambo. We're blending a little bit of Abomination Creation and Hazel's there. The Indomitable, Indominus, and then Guambo. I have affected the timeline. The IIG. The EG. And of course, people named this Seth. No. Hey, people. Seth here. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're gonna give him a real name. Oh man. I could. Okay, hold on. I need to double check this man's name. What's this man's name? Like Mort or More? What is his name? What is his bastard's name? Oh, come on, IMDb load. IMDb, please. Fifth element. Believe in the power of the Eeg. Thank you, I do too. Zorg. That was the merchant's name. Zorg, not Mord. Where was I getting Mord from? Zorg Oldman. So, Gary Oldman played Zorg. Gary Zorgman? Mortius. Zorgius. Zorg Mortius? Zorg Mortius. Is that what we're thinking here? Is that the name? Is this gonna just be a full meme run? Zorg Mortius? What are we thinking? I'm thinking, put a random initial in the middle. Zorg P. Mortius. May as well. Zorg P. Mortius. Zorg P. Mortius, rogue traitor officer of the void ship Imperialis Indominus Guambo. Yes, my toughness is garbage. Everything else is great. My persuasion's already 55. That's surprisingly good. Because I have a decent intelligence, all my like lores are also pretty solid. Intelligence is great like that. It just bumps like all your skills. What's the P stand for? That's for you to find out. Noble assigns one ally who will become a servant, and we're definitely going to buff You Serve Me. Like, we're going to combine that with Voice of Command and all this stuff and make him absolute buff machine. Like, he's going to make Abelard like an instrument of destruction. Pedantic. Zorg Pedantic Mortius. The third. Alright, let's get loaded up in here. Just gonna do a quick retweet on the timelines. Just good old-fashioned advertising, you know. You know how it is. You know how it be, how it do. I will do some personal. Alright, Alright, there we go. I've done enough advertising. I'm done advertising! I'm done! I'm gonna play the video game!
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Do you have a particular reason for disturbing me?
My apologies. I did not seek you out to pester you with unwanted attention. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Duke Zorg Piborius Eos Venria Deval af Calixis. You may call me Your Grace.
My deepest respects to you, Your Grace. A noble of the Imperium. It's been a long time since Providence last brought such eminent guests aboard this vessel. I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this voyage ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Lord Captain? A strange title for the Lady Theodora.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis, at the time when the first rogue traders entered the God Emperor's service. And therefore, it is sacrosanct.
Eh. Let's see. Why am I aboard this vessel? Who are you? Why have I been brought here?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor. Your former position may have been different from conventional service as part of one of the institutions of the Imperium, but from now on, a different fate awaits you. One chosen for you by the Lord Captain. I advise you to come to terms with this reality as quickly as possible.
You say I am one of the rogue trader's heirs. So there's another candidate?
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
Well, fine. I assume you had some goal in mind and decided to seek me out. Let us address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora.
Oh my god.
I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencias are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Okay.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Alright, dude, calm down. you cannot already be popping off that bad. Damn damn dude's already popping off. He's already going at it.
What lies beyond?
Beyond.
One of the Fon Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Oh, watch this spectacle unfold!
Not exactly an evil chaos playthrough, but certainly an evil playthrough nonetheless. Oh yeah, I feel like more than likely we're going to be quite the butthead. I don't know. We'll find out what like conviction we want to go when we get to that point. Unfortunately, I can't do it to myself, and it wouldn't benefit to do it with him. So we'll just go ahead and just shoot.
A wicked thought.
Literally just telling you to shoot. If I'm telling you to shoot will result in how dare you tell me what to do? Oh, are you shooting shin? How dare you? You don't remember my ludicrously long day at the beginning of all this? How dare you? We'll just pop up another shot here, just wrap this up. Never mind, we didn't wrap it up.
Another one is shattered.
Shattered!
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Bum bum bum.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
There we go. And away.
Patience! My nerves are frayed!
Dear God, man.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
We had to pick the goofiest man. I realized Mad Men, he was just a goof. I know, yeah, you know, it's off. It's great and awful at the same time. And then, yeah, I'm not going to read all this, but I will probably leave paragraphs up for a minute if folks want to try and read it. Just because, like, otherwise I will be reading for hours and we will get nowhere in the story. So for, like, everyone's sanity, I'm just going to keep the ball rolling. I'm the Joker. It's close to it. It almost is kind of close to it. We live in a society in the 41st millennium. And thanks to my big brain, even though it's a 100% chance, but still my big brain. I find your tone disagreeable, Elderthred. You will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or you will live to regret it. Will I find your company disagreeable? Ah, yes, the back and forth of I don't like you. Well, I don't like you either. There are questions that I wish to have answered. The names Theodora von Valancius Massimo Afscaris. 1, 2, 3, 4 names. Servant, slap her for me. Because she's noble, you cannot touch her. So slap her, servant, instead. Ah, yes. That sounds about right. Whatever, fine, pass. Oh yeah, and then she just explained what a rogue trader is, which is a super cool dude, or lady, that can just explore space with the Emperor's blessing. I am ready to take on this sacred purpose. Of course you're ready to choose me first. Why would you assume otherwise? So, gosh, yeah, and y'all see what I mean? Just these walls of text. This game requires some serious reading if you want to really commit to it. Generally speaking, though, like the whole first hours of this game is just like, welcome to Warhammer 40k. This is what a rogue trader is. Do you know what a rogue trader is in the game Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader? So we're just gonna go through and inform Theodora about, you know, what transpired. We meet Abelard a little bit here. He's gonna be our best friend, probably for this entire campaign. We're headed to the Chronos Expanse. Chronos Expanse, I believe even for the book, the tabletop RPG book Rogue Trader, is like the main sort of setting. Oh, surely there are other ways I could prove myself. No need for sycophants. Damn, I, shawty. Absorb, yep.
Reduced to dust! Ha! Death to the heretics!
And of course, the wisest thing for me to do is run straight to cover. I'm going to... Oh, I can't see him, so I cannot buff him. I could... Sure, I'll buff Theodora. You serve me. That's how this relationship...
No.
Okay, right, no.
Let's see.
There we go. Look at that. He's a crack shot already.
I've suffered worse.
Ow.
How do you like this?
That's your voice? Theodora, you ask, how do you like this?
I took care of this one. Die!
God, Melta's so excited. I love Melta. Melta's great.
A wicked thought.
Nice. There we go. We did it, hooray! The tutorial battle. Actually, no, technically. Funny enough, that's not the tutorial battle. The tutorial battle is coming up. I don't know why they didn't make this the tutorial battle. Mort. That's where I heard Mort from. Because this dude here is named Mort. That, the dude in the carapace armor that has, like, the backpack and the gun and shit. He's Mort. That's where I was getting Mort from. I don't know why that name stuck to my head. Probably was the most, like, absolute monkey name ever. Mort. Mort. What is happening? I don't know. Heresy. There we go. Let's get this ball rolling. Let's get this adventure going. Come on.
They will see. Oh, yes, indeed. They all will see.
Dear God, calm down, man. Jesus, he doesn't stop. I may have to go to the settings and reduce his quips. I just might. And when these two have their nice little tete-a-tete, they argue with each other because no one likes Kunrad Voigtver. Probably due in part to his name. I don't know how you pronounce that shit. And then, of course, the whole thing like, well, why would they try mutiny here aboard the ship in the warp? This seems like because yeah, we are currently in the warp. We're in transition to the Kronos Expanse. So trying to like mess with their ship at this time is the most like, well, we're all going to die. And then, yes, we're gonna go find the navigator because it's like, oh, what happened? Why we? Well, of course we need the navigator. Without a navigator, we're not getting out of the warp. Without a navigator, we're screwed. Hey, since I'm the more important person here, you could go at the front. And then he betrays us, of course. Yep, there we go. Oh no, yeah. Who could have foresoothed this outcome? There. You dare kick me? You kick me?
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
What is the meaning of this?
You must have hit your head harder than I thought. No matter. Very little is required of you. Just your blood, which you can either share of your own volition, or I will spill it for you. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
I love the mix of lines here. You have your classic, like, what are you doing this? I have no intention of helping you. What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin? The most just slap in the face. That is, for no reason.
On the contrary, The Wolf's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
Hi. We are a businessman and snooty bastard. I'll help you as long as you spare my life.
There's a good boy. Then go to the Sentinel at the gates of the Warren Chamber and fulfill your destiny.
Destiny.
I had hoped to feed Edelthrad to the machine. He is the one who caught Theodora's eye, after all. But since procuring him has proved difficult, you will have to do.
Oh shit, my tech use. Oh right, because I'm playing a high-end smart boy. I'm playing a con man, so I can 100% finally do skill checks myself. That's amazing. Strange components, some kind of archaeotech. A piece of technology from humanity's past before the 30th millennium. Yes, or probably around that time. We'll just go ahead and place our hand in the Sentinel's maw. He bites us. Owie.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
Yes.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
I'm probably, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I'm kind of thinking maybe after like another hour or two of this, probably swap to a multiplayer game. Invite y'all on board with that. What game that may be? Not sure yet. Could be TF2, Darktide, Fortnite. I don't know. I have to think on it. What if there's any games y'all want to play and get your own little icon thingy on the bottom row there? I'll probably move to the public voice chat in my server that I'm slowly working and constructing. TF2.
One step at a time amidst the madness.
Alright, dude, whatever you say, dude. Listen, TF2 can be a little funny at times. If I actually get some good ragdolls and some decent gameplay in, I'm not great at the game, but I do enjoy the shenanigans from time to time. And also, like, that way we can all just hang out and be silly for a while. And then I should probably throw out the invite to my server for y'all. It is incredibly bare bones still, but at the very least I can start building a community there and start making announcements there for streaming as well,
child of the house to
which might be a
safety.
little bit more consistent than Twitter. What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
I love when they just say a bunch of bullshit. I have no idea what they're talking about.
Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by. Oh
yeah, Kiki, no, don't worry. I already have like all of in-game voice chat for TF2 turned off. I never have that turned on. If there's I think I have a way to turn off chat, or at least have it censored. And so for the most part, like, if we play TF2 on stream, it should be fine. And if nothing else, like, I'll just make my icon really big and have it cover up that whole corner of the screen. It'll be fine. They can't see it.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection. Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection. Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations. Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated.
AKA, please close the door. Also, yes, there's our great big warrant of trade. It goes way back here, and it goes down. It's this whole great big thing. All of this just to say I do what I want.
There will be no peace in my wake.
God, this man.
Master, whatever are you doing in the Warren Chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me, what is the meaning of this?
Conrad is a traitor. It's crazy.
What?
He's gonna take revenge. It's crazy.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Why don't we leave matters of etiquette for another time?
Absolutely. With the Lord Captain's permission, I shall give you an hour-long lecture on how making use of proper addresses corresponds to showing due faith in the God Emperor's anointed. For now, however, we have more pressing matters on our hands. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Hooray! Equipment! What? Oh, you can see... Hey! You can actually slightly see the body glove go on. That's cool. I did not realize that you could do that. And then he gets the med kit, and he has to heal us. This is how traumas work.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance.
Makes my leg hurt.
The situation on the middle decks is much worse. All those strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on.
Key, I don't know what's wrong with the body glove. I know the name is weird, but essentially it's more or less like an armored like scuba diving suit, where like you just wear this like skin tight thing over your person, and it's like slightly armored, I believe.
But that is not the worst of it all.
I'm sure it has a descriptor I can
All these
read.
jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space.
Real space.
I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
What exactly has gone wrong with translation?
I am no helmsman, or God Emperor preserve me navigator. However, I've spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Gellerfield has faltered. Perhaps the navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak. If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the warp. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in that scenario. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet. You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Vox cast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean to say you did no such thing?
I think the Warren Sentinel sent that message. The weird robot thing's just fucking around.
Warren Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort. The Warren Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, Why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
Because we're cool and the protagonist. What can we expect to find in the Navigator Sanctum?
During warp transit, the Sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in traversing the Empyrean. And for good reason. For the Navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the Sanctum must be bathed in the energies of the Immaterium. Only a Navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutations, and death.
He does not bat an eye as he lists all the horrors you're about to face. Cool, thanks. I'm under no obligation to take such risks.
I concur that under ordinary circumstances, interrupting the Navigator's solitude would be equivalent to suicide. Right now, however, our sacrifice could prevent the demise of a rogue trader, a void ship of the Imperium, and all her crew, armaments, and equipment. The choice is obvious.
Since I have no other choice, let us depart. You will go first, Senator.
Certainly. This way.
I am now done with my chocolate-covered raisins.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward.
He just lets you use him like the peon he is. Well, yeah, he's a seneschal. That is what Abelard is the MVP of this game. This man is like over 100 years old. He's got like several kids and grandkids. Several of them are in service to the Von Valancius dynasty, and he just keeps going. This man has the patience of stone and like the absolute etiquette of a proper like hero of the Imperium. This man is great. And you know what we're going to show you right now. I'm going to put myself back here. Right there and do...
Follow my
Ah, shit. I fucked up. I already fucked up. I want to reload the save. I'm already about to quit. Abelard.
I will do my duty.
You serve me. Voice of command. We're just gonna buff.
What if?
Oh, shit. That was excessive. I love that can happen. It happens. Oh yes. Oh yes. Abelard, sweetie. Yeah. Oh, the 3-for-1.
It will be done.
Abelard's the best. He's so good. Abelard hit the gritty. Meanwhile, me, miss. That's it. That's my turn.
One fewer time.
That was all Abelard. Murder for the Emperor. We love murder in this household. Don't take that out of context. We'll just put all those over there. We'll take that. We can level up now. And we get... Oh, we don't. Oh, voice of bring it down is level 3. Persuasion, commerce, coercion, carouse, lore imperium. Oh, I'll bump up persuasion for commerce. I like business. You go out and say you did everything. I did everything right. Says the rogue trader to absolutely no one in particular. Alright, let's get going. Boop. Me am Abelard. And here we get to meet, I don't want to say my least favorite character, but like I feel like the most.
The
just
navigator's
And so, he will enter the halls of the blinded guide and witness the radiance of the final dawn through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate.
Master, watch your head.
Sick
Idira.
dodge roll.
Would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing!
This is Idira at last,
I know.
personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
She's just laughing and cackling. He's just like, this is Adira. Hi, Adira.
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
A diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you are von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
Yeah, she's one of those characters where like her portrait art looks like very like clean and done up nicely, but then she sounds like this absolute like mad woman. Ah, yes, the Vox skull speaking its whole thing of like, oh, must fight.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
How do you know who I am?
What? You think Lady Theodora didn't ask me to peek into the darkness behind the backs of those she sees as her prospective heirs? I have seen you. I have seen the footsteps of your past and the wounds of your heart.
What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the engineerium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Engineer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
Damn, bitch, alright. We'll see if he's well.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Yeah. Anyways. And they are trying to get out of the navigator, which is a no good.
What lies beyond?
Idira go there, Ablar go there, me go